Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. And if you are returning, thank you so much for watching my videos. I hope you all enjoyed today's video. Today we are going to be doing this tray, but I'm going to turn it into a bowl. I have my resin already mixed up to save time off camera. You've seen me do that a million times. I'm going to be doing 3 different colors. I'm going to try a technique that I did with my nails. I'll show you a little sample here. This is what I did with my nails. It took me a long time. Hopefully this won't take me as long to do it here with this. But what I did is kind of like a marble technique. So let's get into it and I'll show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to use for coloring these, I'm not sure how you say it, Abier, I don't know. They're iridescent acrylic colors. This is Black Flash. And this one is Cobalt Green Flash. And then I have Aqua Flash. So I haven't used these before, I don't think. So I'm not sure what the flash means, what it's going to do. We're going to find out together today. So I'm going to take my 3 different, I have about 12 ounces here. And I'm going to do, I have 4 ounces each. So this should be enough because I don't want to fill it completely full. As I don't, I want it to be able to be, when I take it out of the mold, I want it to be able to be flexible. If I fill it all the way full, it's not going to be flexible enough to do what I want it to. So we don't want to fill it all the way full, like maybe a quarter of a way, maybe just a little bit more than a quarter of a way full. And I think this should be enough coloring for each one that I've done so far, but I'm going to mix it up and see how much, if I need more or if I think it's good. You only want about 10% of your acrylic paint to the amount of resin that you have, because otherwise it won't cure properly. If you add too much, it won't cure properly. And I think that's because, if I'm not mistaken, because the acrylic paint has water in it, and water and resin doesn't mix together. So these are a little iridescent. I'm going to add just a tiny bit more and see how that works. If I can get it to be, I know it's still going to be a little iridescent, but, well, it actually, I just realized I'm so dumb. It does say iridescent on it, so it's definitely not going to be opaque. But I'm going to see if I can get a little bit more, and I did, out of it. It's still, still iridescent, but a little bit more, or a little bit less, I should say, than it was before. So I'm going to mix up this blue. And I'm going to add a little bit more of this too, just so that they're all the same, because I don't want one to be a little bit less visible than the other, if that makes sense. Because if one is less or more iridescent, it may not show up as well. It'll make it look a little more clear than anything else. So there's that. This is beautiful color. I love this. I was gonna go for like some bright colors, but I thought, you know, I'm always doing bright things, and I don't know. Do you guys like bright colors? Let me know down below, because when I sell items, I don't know what people like better, if they like bright or if they like more neutral, you know, everyday colors. Yeah, let me know what kind of colors you guys like. Do you like more warm fall colors? Ooh, that's pretty. I'm not sure if it's showing on camera, but that was the black Black Flash, and it actually has kind of like a bronzy goldish color in there. So that's going to be interesting. We'll see. We'll see how that works out. All right, so I'm going to start off with the blue and then alternate the black and the green. Oop, and I just got something in there, of course. You want to make sure everything is out of your mold, which I had before I done this, and then of course something got in there. I swear it's always something. There's little floaters like just floating around like little dust particles waiting to get in there. Okay. Alright. So we're gonna alternate colors here. What I'm gonna do is just pour a little bit in, and then I'm gonna take the black and go right in the center of that. And then I'm gonna take the green and go in the center of that. And then I'm just going to keep doing that until I run out of resin. And then I'll show you what our next step is gonna be after that. All right, so that was the perfect amount. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to very carefully make this so that it kind of fills in the empty spaces that I need here. Let's see. Oop, I just saw something in there that I don't want. Let's get this out of there. There's a couple things in there. So I'm actually just going to move this a little bit so that it comes all the way back and get this filled in, because as you can see, this all filled in there, which is perfect. But I do need to get the rest of this filled in over here. So I'm just gonna do that a little bit. Very carefully, I'm gonna try to pick this up. Well, maybe not. Because I don't want to lose those rings too much, that's the problem. But I do want it to get over to the side. Let me see if I can squeeze a little bit more out of these just to fill in. Probably not enough to fill it in, but oh, you know what? I forgot. I do have a little bit extra here. You know what I'm gonna do? I am going to I have a little bit extra. I'm gonna fill with the green flash. I have some leftover resin. That's what I'm gonna do, and I'm just gonna fill in the space with that. So I probably could have used, I used 12. I probably could have used 13 or so. So I'm just gonna dump the rest of this in the sides here, just so that it fills all the way up there. Yeah, there we go. That's much better. Because I really want those rings to stay, and I'll show you why in just a minute here. Just want to make sure that all of the rest of it is filled perfect, which it is. So the reason why I want these rings, I'm going to use just the end of this. This is a little paintbrush I have. Normally I would use like a toothpick or something, but I forgot to grab one of those. So I'm just going to use the end of this, totally fine. You could leave it like this if you wanted to, but what I'm going to do is very carefully, not to touch the bottom, is take my end of the stick and drag through the lines. Just very carefully until I get to the center, and wipe off each one. And I'm going to go in the center of each of these little like flower petal pieces, or whatever you want to call them. And I'm just going all the way to the middle there. So this is going to make like a, basically like a flower design. And this is basically what I did with my nails yesterday, but it was a lot harder because I had to dip it into dip it into water. But I did the same type of thing with the nail polish, dripping color by color. Alright, and then I'm going to do one last thing. I'm going to put a little bit of glitter. Let's see. Do I want glitter? No, I don't think that's going to go. Do I have any gold? You know what? I'm going to leave it just as is, actually. I'm not going to put any glitter, anything in it. Yeah, I'm going to leave it just as is. And so what we're going to do is let this sit for anywhere from like 4 to 6, maybe even longer hours, depending on, it depends on how hot it is, the temperature, how fast it starts to cure. I don't want to use my heat mat for this because it'll cure too quickly. So we're going to let this sit, and then I will come to the next step when we're ready, and I'll show you what we're going to do. Alright, we are back and ready to unmold this guy here. Still a little, quite a bit flexible actually, but not sticky or tacky. And that's what we want, not sticky or tacky. So as you can see, the colors kind of blended in together. So I think it was a little bit too transparent, but that's all right. We're gonna, still a pretty bowl. We're gonna get this in here and get it situated the way that we want until you're happy with it. We're gonna let this set up overnight, and we'll come back and take it out in the morning. It should be ready to go. Hey, good morning guys. We're back and I'm gonna take this out. I already kind of started to wiggle it out to make it a little easier. But here it is. I think it looks absolutely pretty. Now, you can't see, now you can't really see the distinct colors that I put in there because it kind of blended together. But if I get a little bit closer here, without trying to get my light in there, you can see the flower design that I made. So I'm gonna have to try this with using with using opaque colors and see if I get a better result that way, because using transparent colors, I think it just spreads just like alcohol ink does. So I'll try this again and see how I can get it to come out with opaque colors. Maybe I'm gonna do some research online and see you know, why this is happening. And I think it's really because I'm using the transparent colors, not they're not opaque. So we'll try again and see what happens, but I still think it's really cute. It's still a bowl nonetheless, and it works just fine. So hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video, and let me know down below if you guys have done bowls like this or just anything to maybe know why the colors are spreading like that, because I'm pretty sure it's because they were more transparent and not as opaque. So we'll try again and see what happens. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.